Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trade Talks Live. I am Roger Wakefield, and we're coming to you live right here. Man, like we do every single day of the week. Hope y'all are doing wonderful. If you've never been here before, welcome to the show. We talk to trades each and every day. We talk about all kinds of different things. And we do this because we truthfully feel that if you'll get up every morning, every day, and study your niche, your industry, your business, your profession, for 30 minutes to an hour, you can move up into the top 5%. We do the work for you. We put it all together and bring you information. And it's not so you know about everything in the world. It's so there's less out there you don't know anything about.
That's it. A variety, a little bit of everything, a little bit of every trade. I try real hard not to leave anybody out on this.
But sometimes we do. Just jump in here and bitch, moan, and complain. We'll get it taken care of. We do everything that we can. So, man, this is neat because we get to go live on Instagram, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, and the smorgasbord. We got it all.
We're everywhere.
We go live. And, guys, we get to do this because something I started doing 7.5 years ago. I started doing YouTube. And now I teach people how to do YouTube. And it's funny because I hadn't been here the last 2 days. I've been up in Oklahoma City. Got to go eat a burger at Nick's Grill.
I heard.
Just telling you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. If you hadn't had Nick's Grill on Penn Street, man, you need to go. Anyway, look, I started doing YouTube because I wanted to get my information out there. I was trying to grow a company, and YouTube exploded. Now, I actually got to teach 2 sessions. I was just supposed to be the opening keynote speaker on Tuesday, and I did that, and it was great. I guess that was on Wednesday. And then they said, hey, Wednesday. Man, we had a speaker cancel on Thursday. Would you like to teach something else? I said, absolutely. I can teach YouTube. And I did. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Guys, you can learn to grow your business just by doing social media. And if you think you can't do it, go check out justmetroger.com. I put together a webinar just to help teach you some things to make you think, wow, maybe I can. So go check that out. And then I'm also part of another sponsor, Residential Service Professionals. If you feel like you're trapped in one of those best practice groups that you can't get out of because you're using their names, their logos, their brands, their colors, you're using everything, and you sign paperwork saying, hey, look, if I ever leave, I'll leave all that behind. We should talk. So if you want to learn more about that, go to residentialserviceprofessionals.com. And as you see, I do not stand here alone.
No.
I got Squirt with me.
That's it, man. I am Squirt, Henry Wakefield, all of the above. You're going to hear that and many more, I'm sure. I'm a 20-year pipe fitter by trade. My whole family's plumbers, so I got started doing that while I was young. We won't talk about how much plumbing I got to do. More than I wanted, for sure. Yeah, it gave me a lot of experience whenever I got in, and that's why I went pipe fitter in the union. I was like, look, y'all aren't going to teach me plumbing. I already know it. I'm good. Teach me something I don't know. Loved that. Enjoyed it. Now I get to run LeakPro, and I feel like this is what my life led me to do because I love to build things and love to teach people things. And we like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And guys, I always suggest checking out the complete kit. It's the business in a box. It's got everything that you need to pinpoint locate leaks. Out in the yard, you'll use that probe, super durable for probing in and out of the ground, irrigation lines, things like that. But then that sidekick that comes in that kit, it's one of my favorites because that aluminum rod, it eliminates the layer of concrete for you to listen through so that you can pinpoint locate leaks. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. But also, if you want, just give me a call, 1-8888-LEAKPRO. I'd be happy to talk about the equipment or the training.
Cool deal. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump in because, man, this is national news, and we're talking about LAX. And, look, I hadn't got to fly to LA in a while because Vid Summit moved.
Yep.
So now I drive over to Dallas. It's a whole lot easier.
Whole lot better.
But the Los Angeles International Airport just greenlit a $1.2 billion modernization project. Yep. And Randy, we've been in a lot of airports here lately.
Whole lot of airports.
Every one of them are under construction. Every single one of them.
That's it.
Okay?
So for everybody out there, there's some of this work near you if you want it. But I think it's cool that they are upgrading these places because
They need
A
to.
lot of them are outdated. That's it. Like it's been around forever. It's time to bring it up current. Seismic upgrades. Okay. New terminal layouts. Make things easier. I know we don't like to do that very often, but hey, we're finally going to embrace it. It's going to be a great thing, hopefully.
Smart thing to do.
It's going to be a massive demand for trades, guys, especially if you're an MEP. And we know, like, we love MEP. We're both in there. We got
Deep.
the M and the P covered. We let others cover
We
that.
just
that
need
E
a little
part.
E
Yeah,
between
we just
us.
need a little E there. You know, we'll be good. But this isn't just another airport facelift, guys. With the 2026 World Cup and the Olympics not far behind, LAX is actually positioning itself to be the hub for international travel.
I think
it's
they've
awesome.
been there for a while.
They have. It's first place on the coast over there,
Yeah.
and the major. So we know everywhere catches there, but they're setting it up to make it even smoother, hopefully. And for tradespeople, this means thousands of union and non-union jobs. Don't feel left out either way. But also a mountain of red tape, security clearances, FAA restrictions, extra training to even step foot out there.
Oh, yeah.
Certified payroll. It's a high barrier project, but for anybody who can get in, this is a career making opportunity. You put in good work at the airport, guess what? International airport, people hear about you all over the world, literally. So get out there, put in a good show, put in good work because it's going to pass on.
Yeah, and it's neat. And look, I spent a whole lot of years out at the airport. and I mean, I hate to say it, I really did. But I went out there first in a terminal where we were a subcontractor. Well, it was, I guess both times I was there as a subcontractor. But we subcontracted work. Now, remember, I was a union contractor. We subcontracted work from one of the biggest non-union contractors in Dallas. And it was really funny because they'd send out journeymen to me, and these journeymen come out and they're like, look, I don't want to work for a rat. Okay, you don't have to. Go back to the hall. Tell them you'll sit on the bench. And they'd look at me and they're like, well, man, I forgot to turn that off.
Bears on you.
I know there's another pizza. Roger got to buy a pizza. But I would literally, I just tell them that then go home.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I work out here, but I don't have to like it. And I don't have to be nice to them. Get your butt off my job.
Yep.
Because I have a customer and they happen to be a non-union contractor. And we're going to make them happy because I'm going to keep people working out here 5 years while you're sitting on the bench because of your attitude. And they'd get pissed, but I tell them, I don't care. And the first one I sent back, everybody else at the hall got the message, hey, if you go out there with an attitude, Roger ain't going to keep you. Mm-hmm. And I didn't. My union hall didn't like it. And it's funny because, I controlled the union out there.
Yeah.
Because the president union says, well, I want to come out and do a meeting. I said, okay. Well, I said, let me get it approved by my customer because you don't have permission to be out in the job site.
Oh, love it. Yep.
So I went to them and they said, yeah, we'll let him have a meeting, but we have it here in our office and we get to attend. I said, okay. So I told him the deal. And he come out there and met him. And he's like, well, can I talk to him in private for a little bit? They're like, no, we're having a public meeting. Let's have it. Whatever you've got to say, you need to be able to say in front of us.
Welcome to our
We're
site.
the customer. Yeah. Welcome to our job site. And if you don't like that, you can leave. You don't have to have it. You want to have a meeting, you pay everybody to go down to the union hall and have a meeting there.
That's it.
And they didn't want to do that either. So, wonder where they got that idea of, hey, make them have it here in your office and you should be here.
I like
Hey,
that.
CB, big boy, this is my job site. This ain't yours.
Yeah.
And we're going to run it my way.
That's it. And sometimes you have to lay your ground. Like,
Yeah, you got to just whoop it out, lay it out right there and
like-
say, there it is.
because guess what? There's all these rules that you want us to follow. Guess what? You got to follow rules too, baby.
Absolutely.
I can make you jump through hoops. Why? Because customers on my side, they're dealing with me all the time. And you want to come ruffle feathers?
Yeah.
They'll shut it down
Don't
quick.
get me wrong. I got blackballed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I started doing my own thing. It kind of turned out pretty good.
That's it.
Thanks, Craig. Appreciate that. Website review. Today's website is forumweldingtipsandtricks.com. No glossy ads, no sales pitch, just welders swapping stories, setups, and lessons from the field. You'll see guys breaking down bevel prep for pipe, how to control distortion on long runs, or even showing the ugly mistakes so the next person doesn't repeat them. It's one of those rare corners of the internet where tradespeople can learn from tradespeople without all the fluff, without all the BS, the cool stuff. Apprentices especially can see the reality of job site welding versus what is in the classroom. Because trust me, when you're standing in a work booth, it's 70 degrees, you're welding, you got smoke eaters pulling the smoke off of you. Man, it's not bad. When it's out in the field, it's normally not a lot like that.
No, you're laying in the wet muck sometimes.
With a mirror.
Man, I had a welder. Every time I got onto a job, they'd give me this welder, and the first weld that it's him laying down on the ground somewhere in the mud, making some weld. And like, he'd laugh every time. He's like, dude, why is it every time that I get stuck with you, you're throwing me on the ground first thing? I said, I know, John, but you know that this one's out of my control. But the rest of them, I will set you up for success. He's like, I know, I've worked with you before. And karma just puts me in the crap because I'm going to get it so good. And I just know that that's what it is. Yeah, and it's like, man, that's the key. Welding forums here, guys. Basic, simple. Makes me think of like old chat rooms and stuff where you can actually go in here and talk about what you want. One of my favorite things, welding discussions here. Oh, do you want to talk about metal cutting? Do you want to talk about TIG welding, aluminum, different techniques?
Look how many numbers TIG welding has there.
Yeah. TIG welding.
48,000 posts.
That's just on the aluminum TIG welding.
Wow.
Because it is that difficult. MIG and flux core, stick welding, general shop talk. There's a little bit of everything in here, guys. And something that I'll tell you, you can learn a little from every different welder out there because they've all been stuck in a different situation that taught them something different.
I noticed there's not one in there called Plumbers That Weld.
No, we're going to have to start you a forum. Remember, that I'm just waiting on that machine to come. I'm going to teach you.
I know.
I know.
I need
it's in the process. I think I signed off on that invoice somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a scary thought. Yeah, but who put you in charge of signing off on invoices? You know what you want, and you can sign the invoices. There's a problem here. We need to fix something.
Manager left. I said, oh, here, I got a signature.
Yeah,
no
here,
problem.
I can do that.
Watch.
I'll sign that.
Watch this. Welding projects. You want to go in and show off some of the unique stuff you do. Like we've shown off some channels here where it's artistic welding, things like that. Show out that interesting tool that you made. This is a good spot to do it. Put out some of the things that help you. Here's your video discussions. Wish list. Yeah, let's go shopping, boys. I could get in trouble with the invoices in that list. I bet I'm not going to look in there, guys, and I really want to because I bet there's some good stuff. But it's really cool. And then marketplace. You're a welder out there looking for some work? Get on here and see what's in your area. If you feel like it. If you want something different, something a little out of the norm, get on here and see what's going on. If you're slow, you're at home, this could be a good resource, guys. My favorite, though, is having a spot that you can actually discuss the exact thing that you want to talk about, and you've got a good community of people that are going to be in there talking about it and discussing it from quality people. But don't forget, some people will give you some crap because we are tradespeople.
Yeah,
we like to be a little rough on each other. But hey, that's part of it. We all have thick skin for a reason.
The cool thing about it, guys, there's about 136,000 posts over there. It really is. It's a neat place. It's good to see what they're doing, how they do it. And I like that. Like Randy said, it's like a chat bot. Well, yeah, it is, or chat box. Squirt says, happy effing Friday.
Happy freaking Friday, everybody.
Man, I want you to know, I slept so good last night.
I slept 8.5 hours. It's the first time my deal said, you actually did your sleep goal. I was telling him in the office this morning, I actually overslept.
What if I told you I beat you?
Ooh.
I got 8 hours and 43 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you
Man,
go.
I was like, wow.
It's good.
All right. I'm going to jump in the chat here in just a second, but I want to run through business growth real quick because this is huge. Talking about micro-targeting your marketing all the way down to the zip codes. Instead of blowing your budget, trying to cover an entire city, just narrow it down where you already have traction. And maybe it's not just traction. What we did is we drew a 5-mile circle around our business. That's where we spent our marketing dollars. Imagine even tightening it in maybe 2 or 3 mile radius. Maybe you've got 3 installs in a neighborhood, guys. That cuts down your drive time. That increases your efficiency. Hit the zip code with ads. Homeowners notice when their neighbor has a new system, especially if you can get them to talk about it and give you a review, maybe on Facebook, maybe not just Google. And that social proof will spread. Contractors that we've talked with doubled their call volume just by focusing on surrounding suburbs. The danger is expanding too far, too fast. If you keep trying to cover a lot of areas, you spend more time driving. They spend more time on the road than on the job, and that is not profitable. Keep it tight, keep it real, and keep making money. And at the end of the day, that's what we got in business for. That's what we want to do.
I like this thinking about that neighborhood, because if you've got a few jobs going on in this neighborhood, let's say I have 3 vans going in that neighborhood because these are big jobs. Target that marketing in that neighborhood. Everybody's going to see those vans and they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to call them. Man, they're doing work at Bob's house down there. You know what? He usually gets some good people working there. I'm going to call them. I'm going to give them a call while they're here. Let's get it added in, because they see that ad hidden.
Andrew Johnson says, happy Friday. Gen X Plumber says, good morning, fellas. It is Stay Safe Friday, so you can have a good weekend.
That's it.
Man, I love it. Matt McDonough says, Mr. Miyagi, a plumbing and squirt. What's up, brothers? Happy freaking Friday. Hope your weekend is set on relaxing cruise control. I already scheduled a work meeting for tomorrow, dude. Don't even.
Did you? Yeah.
It sounds good. I mean, it sounds good. It does. It sounds good. Hope your weekend on cruise control. Gonna make a margarita for, the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
Man. And he
make it as good as last week.
Did you drink a margarita?
Yeah.
It also gonna sold that. That's what he was drinking.
That's what he had.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a different one. It was unique. It was like,
it was.
It was flavored.
It was like, this is cool.
It sounded tasty. Yeah.
Andy Rowe, good morning to you. Says, good morning, fellas. Great show. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you being here. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. Guys, like and subscribe. If you hadn't hit the subscribe button yet, why not? And if you hadn't hit the thumbs up, hit it, as long as you think we're doing good. If you think we're doing bad, hit it twice.
Yeah, take it away.
Take it away. Go away.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know that.
It's all right.
Makes it go away.
It's perfect.
Oh, well. Matt McDonough says airports are trying to upgrade. Las Vegas is trying to put another one. Yeah, I saw that. Well, they're expanding there in Vegas.
Yeah.
We saw that, the construction, because I'm outside watching. We started to take a picture and say it must be hot because nobody's working right now. Mm-hmm. Really, it was Sunday that we were there.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
It was a good
perfect.
one. Trying to put one in Gene, Nevada for capacity. I love it. Matt says,
working at Pizza Fun.
Man, I know. I got to buy pizza now. Helping Hands Handyman Service says, good morning, fellas. How are you? Good to see you, brother.
Good morning.
Hope everything is going well. Says FOF, y'all, let's be safe out there and make that money.
That's it. Friday, man. Stay focused.
That's what it is. Keep your eyes on the picture. Be the ball. I'm going to ask this, Henry, what's that stand for? Oh, what did you say that we weren't sure about what it meant? I'm not sure, man.
Maybe my FN is
FN for now. Hit it hard for now. FN.
Yeah, maybe that's what my guess is going to be. Because I'm trying to think, because it's at Henry.
That's the answer we have. That's the answer we have here in live videos.
That's right.
Talk to us in person. Philip Wallace, is great to be here. Look forward to telling you about Trucks Talk. Looking forward to it. Working on the crawl space at Hackberry Creek today. You're staying busy then.
Yeah.
Matt McDonald says, you should tell him fishing in the mud should remind him of childhood. Boy, isn't that? I know.
I loved crawling the creeks.
Helping Hands says, Gen X Plumber, let's go. Matt, good morning, brother. Says, oh no, I'm going to be broke with that wish list. Boy, isn't that the truth?
I know if I opened it, I would.
If I get in there, it's like, how often would you use it? I don't know. Once every couple of years, but God, to have it would be great.
Probably won't use it for 5 years, but I want one.
Matt says, if I don't mess with you, it means I don't know or like you. Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yes.
Helping Hands, great seeing you in here, brother. That'd be funny. Absolutely.
Pomegranate margarita. Yeah.
Pomegranate.
I was
There
going to say
we
it was
go.
something different. It was unique. Like,
Man, that is so cool. You know,
And-
Inez used to have the pomegranate bushes outside the house.
Yep.
And man, we go over there and pick those pomegranates, what they got big, and peel all the seeds. Hey, man,
good stuff.
good stuff, brother. I like it. Matt will drink a pink drink.
We ain't scared either.
People laugh
Oh,
at me
man.
about my because I order when there's certain places I go that I do spicy margaritas like you saw. Certain places I go, I do strawberry margaritas.
Yeah.
With a Grand Marnier float, and they're good. I mean, even Randy's like, Dad, that's really good. People come up to me and say, dude, you're drinking a pink drink. So, yeah, I got big hands. I can do that. I mean, they're not really big
I'm
hands.
sure it tastes a lot tastier than your drink
Yeah.
too.
But then again, I drink whiskey straight. So it's just whatever I'm in the mood for.
That's it.
Helping Hands says, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Really do. Good morning. You know, I love that we have an amazing community. You know, I really do. And guys, we're working on something so cool. I'm going to tell y'all because y'all are here. Don't tell anybody. We're going to be building an event center here, and y'all are going to get invited to come hang out here. About once a month, we're going to throw a party. That's the best way to put it.
In my backyard.
In Randy's backyard. I had to get permission from him, but he's like, well, Dad, we can talk about it. So anyway, yeah, I know. Big pink drink, brother.
Big pink
I
drink. Love
wear pink shirts out. And I've had guys come up to me and say, dude, you know that's pink. It's like, yeah, I can handle it.
I guess usually when we are drinking a pink margarita, it usually is a big pink margarita too.
You know, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to jump into service work. Speaking of Hackberry, Crawlspaces and confined space, this is the jobs everybody hates. The reality is, though, that these calls take longer. They're more dangerous. They eat up productivity, and some companies track on a $75 crawl space surcharge. Mine used to be more than that because we have to put down floor protectors. I mean, we got to smock up.
That's why I brought this in because I wanted to. I was curious to like what your company charged because I know how much extra labor that adds to protecting the home.
And the good thing is most customers understand it once you explain it. Guys, there's safety risk involved. There's PPE required.
I might get bit by a spider.
Maybe ventilation. Yeah, you're a weenie. Maybe ventilation. Look, access issues. There's all kinds of things. Even something as simple as laying down protective mats add time. Not just time. You got to buy the mats. You got to keep the mats clean. You got to do all kinds of different things.
You got to do a lot. Yeah.
Charging appropriately isn't about gouging. I remember the only complaint I've ever had against Texas Green Plumbing, other than the negative review on the Better Business Bureau, but that's a whole nother story. You jump through hoops from people on the other side. Well, you better get me a discount. I'm not going to pay for that. It's like, lady, you told me you'd pay for it while I was doing it. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. Okay. Spell my name right.
Yep.
Anyway, the only other one is I had somebody file at the Attorney General's office because of price gouging when the storm was going on.
Oh.
And we weren't price gouging. We were charging just to come out and shut the water. It's like, look, I can get somebody there, but he's already on the way to another call. They literally called the Attorney General's office, filed a complaint, and says, hey, man, this guy's price gouging because it stormed. I'm like, I went livid. I'm like, oh, my gosh, what? So I called Lisa Hill. Lisa Hill says, what'd you do? I said, this. I said, what'd you charge? I said, this. She started laughing. She said, Roger, there are people charging 10 times that. I said, I know.
Yeah. I know what gouging is.
She said, don't you worry about it. You ain't got a problem. I'm like, well, thank you very much. But charging appropriately isn't about gouging. It's about keeping your crew safe and your business sustainable. And if you're not doing things right, there's going to be a problem. You're going to go out of business. So I want you to think about it. All right. Let's see. I want to jump through this here and go through them real quick because I'm trying to stay ahead, y'all. Helping Hands says, let's go. Happy freaking Friday. Going to be a party. I'm just letting you know. We're working on it. We're working on sponsors. We're working on some cool things for it, too. I should share the whole big drawing we put together with the zip lines, the gun ranges, the skeet, the pond, the fishing pond, the swimming pond.
Don't tell nobody about
the four-wheelers. Don't tell them about all of it.
Okay. The ATV trails and stuff. Yeah, they don't want to hear that yet.
Okay, Randy's got a walking trail. I'll tell y'all about that.
Yeah,
part.
I got a walking
I'll tell
trail
you about
out there.
that
It's
part.
pretty nice,
Randy's losing
man.
weight, man. Randy's out there walking. He's doing good.
Isn't it? Starting to run. So.
And then I take him to Vegas, and he's like, "I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah, I'm eating everything.
I'm gonna try that.
I'm working on losing that 5 pounds of gain. It's all right. I'll get it off again.
Well, you know, we thought when we went there. Well, we weren't sure how soon we'd be back. I'll word it that way.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I'm eating. Let me tell
covered.
you." Matt says, what? Oh, boy. I don't know if you want me at a party. Yeah, we'll chain you up to the pole. You'll be
No,
fine.
look, he said he might put people to work.
Don't be recruiting
It's my
plumbers
backyard,
to
dude. We'll
Vegas.
let them work all they want out there. It's
Helping
fine.
Hands is headed out for the day. Everyone stay safe and have a blessed weekend, y'all. Love from California. Love you, brother. Be safe. Keep your crew safe.
Stay focused this Friday afternoon.
Absolutely. Matt says, Helping Hands, stay safe, brother. Have a great weekend. Look, I do. I love the community that we're building. All right. MET, Materials, Equipment, and Tools. Randy, we're back on your subject, brother.
What? Wearable exoskeletons?
I mean, you bring these up every other day now.
Well, they're finally starting to creep into construction sites, though.
So once we get a construction site, I guess you're going to order one and say, well, Dad, I need it.
Well, I think I just need one to carry LeakPro kits, right? Like
There you
just
go.
hook it on there and hold it and just walk around this place. That'd be pretty fancy.
Guys, they're creeping into construction sites quickly.
Yes. They started in warehouses. A set environment. Imagine that. But now we're seeing them in plumbing, HVAC, mechanical settings, where the heavy, repetitive lifting wears guys out. My back's felt it.
Oh, my back, my
Using
body.
the proper techniques helps a lot. Don't get me wrong, but your body still feels it. It's a lot of weight. Exoskeletons making this a whole lot better. These devices claim to cut fatigue by 15 to 20%. Okay, now they cost anywhere from $2,000 to $7,000, somewhere in that range. But crews testing them, they say that they help with overhead work, long days of bending or carrying stuff. I had a lot of that in my time in the trade. Stringing out pipe, that's a lot of just carrying weight around and getting it where it needs to go. But the drawbacks, because you know there's some of those.
Oh, yeah.
Comfort. Overheating. I guarantee you I would be sweating like
You'd
crazy.
lose weight faster.
I'd lose weight faster. I need to get an exoskeleton suit to run in.
I know. I figured this out because, guys, like I've lost weight too. I figured out why fat people sweat. That way we don't explode.
That's it.
If that water just had to stay and it just got boiling and swelled up, and
Pop
I'd
like a water balloon.
Yeah. Then somebody got to clean up the mess.
Especially in the summer.
I know.
Okay. Where all this heavy stuff, it's you're going to overheat. But are they the future? For big companies with high volume labor, good possibility, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Small contractors, ROI probably isn't quite there yet. Unless you do a lot of extensive heavy work, a lot of jackhammer work. I tell you, the first thing that made my mind happy was when I saw somebody with a jackhammer and they're like holding it with one hand, jackhammering a wall because the exoskeleton suit's holding it for them. And I'm like, oh, yeah, now that, I don't care what it costs. If I'm jackhammering a wall this way, that thing is going to save me so much time, energy, and effort. It's going to be well worth it. Because I've had the ones where you had to mount it on something, on a stand to roll over there to hold it where you could actually jackhammer that way. It's a pain in the butt. Exoskeleton suits are here, guys. Check them out. See if there's something that could help you in your industry, because there probably is.
Because they do make it better. They help take a load off of you. Now, guys, we get to talk about stuff like this each and every day because of what I started doing 7.5 years ago. I started doing YouTube. And it's so neat because I travel around the country now. I speak at events. And while I was there, I actually got asked to speak at another event. But, guys, it's all because of YouTube. And YouTube, I started to grow a company. If you've got a company out there that people might search for information about, you know, we specialize in slab leaks, leak detection, thanks to LeakPro. And when we started making videos about it, we knew that that would help people find us, and that helped us blow up. We got really, really good at it. But it all started because of what we did on YouTube, the way we communicated with people. And there were a lot of things that should have held us back from starting. We didn't have the fancy equipment. We didn't have the followers. We didn't have the views. But guys, we didn't need it. Once we got started, those things started happening. If you want to learn how to do YouTube like I did, it starts with the free webinar to ask you some questions to make you think, hey, wow, you know what? Maybe I can do this. So if it's something you're interested in, go check out justmattroger.com. And if you've got a company that you would like to grow, marketing is one of the things we teach. It's one of the things that we talk about. And if you want to learn more about that, like the zip code man, that's perfect stuff to learn. But sometimes just learning it's not easy. You need someone to show you how to do it. And if you've got a company that does any type residential service work, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. You might find what you're looking for.
And everybody, we'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. Because, guys, leaks don't wait. Neither should plumbers. Neither should your customers. I'm tired of hearing it. I hear it all the time. Leak detection in my area, 8 weeks
Blows
out.
my mind.
8 weeks out. This is all over the country, too. This isn't just one customer.
And
I have
what?
a lot of people call me with
Randy,
that.
a plumbing company could literally fix that in a week. They could call Randy and say, look, I need to get in for training ASAP.
You know what my favorite thing to tell them is? I can get you in training and have you taught. And you can do it before the other person's available.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking you could do it. If somebody called today and said, look, I have to do this. Could you squeeze 3 people in next week if you had to?
Next week? No. 2 weeks out?
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I asked.
Period. This is Friday. Nope. Not Monday. Sorry.
Okay. No, but that's why I asked.
We could do the next week. Yeah. I could set it up. I'd have to look at travel, but I feel like it. Yeah. I don't work Monday it is. Yeah. Actually, I would.
Did you say you don't work this Monday?
No. I said I'm not sure what my schedule is.
Okay.
I'd have to look and check the travel for the next week out.
There you go. Right.
But I'm actually, I will be in town that week.
See?
I'm out the next.
See, it could be a week. Wait,
So-
where are we at to next week?
Fit Summit.
Oh,
We got a big conference to get ready
God,
for.
is that 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's coming up. It's
Man.
2.5, something like that.
that means I'm getting old.
Yeah. I mean, it's his birthday week that week, y'all.
Oh,
So
party
he
all
will be
week. Getting old.
By year, you know?
Okay,
what's a
let's
year?
get back to LeakPro.
Okay. We would like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. And guys, I always suggest the complete kit. You can check that out at our website, leak.pro. But don't just settle on the equipment, guys. You're going to want training. You're going to want to know the right process to run through to locate leaks. Come spend a couple days with me. You will learn how to locate the lines under the slab, pinpoint locate leaks under the slab, outside of the slab. I've got one out there too, so that we can train your ears for that. You know what it sounds like. I also have a couple sewer systems set up though. One cast iron, one plastic, where we'll go through and teach you to go to that double clean out outside of a home and determine exactly where a sewer system's leaking. If you want to come out and learn all those, add those skills to your box, give me a call, 1-8888-LEAK-PRO, or once again, you can check out the website, leak.pro.
And guys, when you do this, there's no more farming out those slab leaks. You're not giving away your customers to someone else. You're not going to lose that revenue. We've seen contractors recoup their training costs in a single call. Literally, they were training Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday. Monday, when they got in, they made their money back. They already had it booked. It's simple to use. It's simple to learn. And it's built for plumbers by plumbers. It works.
I'm a pipe fitter. Hold on now.
Yeah, but you started out as a plumber, so I'm going to give you a little
I know. I
credit.
still got that apprentice card, you know.
Okay, Randy, we've done videos and sponsors for Quick Connect fittings. Now, we're getting into MEP here, so we're talking new things. But Quick Connect for electrical systems are changing the prefab, changing the way it's done.
Yes. Like, think about how easy it is to go out to a job and roll out a bunch of cords and plug them all together.
It works.
Well, what if electrical became that easy?
Are they going to start laying it through the floors across the tracks and stuff like that, like everybody else does?
Probably. They're electricians.
Yeah.
I mean, of course not. They know
Probably
better.
Right. You're probably right. Well, they should.
As long as they lay that 2x4 block in there, it's fine, right? I mean, come on. That's what I did. I'd fill every stud in the rooms that I worked in so that my apprentice could just run a cord and didn't have to think about
There
it.
you go.
But instead of pulling thousands of feet of wire on site, what if you're dropping in harnesses and racks that are literally plug and play? Hospitals and data centers, they are already on board because it speeds the installs up. You ready? 40 to 60%.
God, can you imagine
That's pretty
how
much cut in
labor?
half.
You imagine how much labor you're going to save right there?
That's it. Let's just call it 50. Let's stick with the middle and go, boom, it cuts it in half, guys. on your inspection failures. That means electricians need a new set of skills. You're going to have to start coordinating with the factories more, with the QA teams before the gear even shows up. It's going to be a lot on the front end to be able to make it this plug and play, easy setup. It's not just about pulling wire anymore. It's about the actual system integration and getting everything to talk to everything. I think this is pretty cool. Like,
I like it.
because I've thought about it for some of our piping stuff, you know, like think of all the stainless tubing that we used to run all the time and all the swedge lock connections that you could temporarily switch this over, do some temporary tie-ins. We'd run purges a lot out of that. But it's pretty much quick connect piping, guys. You can easily swap it from one to the other and reuse and keep doing. That's what I think is really cool here. And actually building the harnesses out just like a car harness. Think of that. Why do they build the harnesses in the car? Because it speeds everything up, makes it simple. If something goes bad, boom, replace this harness. That's it.
I love that.
I think it's cool.
All right, so where the work is, and healthcare is booming. From Texas to Florida up to the Midwest, hospitals and healthcare facilities are expanding like crazy. Now, me and Randy know that because we got to work on the biggest hospital, basically, it was either in the world or in the United States at the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But one of the biggest is a $1.5 billion project in Chicago that's adding an entire tower. Now, we took a hospital here that was Parkland and rebuilt it over here.
Built a whole new one across the street.
Yeah, and that way they could do whatever they want with that building.
And they're still using them both.
Yeah, yeah. They
stay
growing.
busy. Like, yeah.
So these projects are gold mines for MEP trades, med gas systems, redundant power, advanced HVAC, and here's the kicker: hospitals are sticky clients. Man, once you're in with them, they want you forever. Once you build for them, they usually pull you back in for maintenance, for service contracts, for years to come, because nobody knows that system like you do, like your people do.
That's what I like about the hospitals is they want who installed it to come back and work on it. And a lot of your major facilities are this way. You get in that front end, that retro, like that's where I saw it a lot. I worked a lot with the retro crews. So I was in these hospitals all the time. And guess what? A lot of the superintendents didn't leave that location. They would create some projects just to keep them out there on that job because they didn't want to lose them. Because, man, we got this other thing that's coming. Oh, you need something to keep you busy so that we don't lose you? Oh, here, we'll create something for you.
We'll make a job.
Boom.
Right.
We need you here. We'll pay T&M.
I've seen that done at TI, too.
Like, yeah. What do we need you to do? Come sit down in that hole. Do whatever you want all day. Why? Because we need you here.
Yeah. We want you to
We don't want to lose you
system.
in 3 weeks, okay?
I've had to do that before. Draw system.
Draw system. Do some red
Like, what are you
lines,
gonna
some
do with
as
it?
builds.
Nothing.
Yep.
But-
we just
but
need you
we
here
want you to draw
working.
it.
We want you
Yep.
doing it. We're hiring you for it.
All right, we're going to jump into instructor training because I love this.
Oh, big time.
Okay, when you evaluate your apprentices, you don't just grade them on speed. And I've seen that done. It's like, oh, well, they got it done fast. Yeah, but we had to go back and fix 3 of the things. Okay, too many programs turn it into a race, and that teaches shortcuts, not quality. Now, me, luckily becoming an instructor in the union and due to the trainers that I had worked with, the plumbers that I'd worked with that trained me, man, I was all about quality. But a better model is what kind of rubric are you building? What are you telling them that you're scoring them on?
Yep.
If they think it's just speed, they're going to take every shortcut that they can. And I've seen this in a lot of the apprentice competitions. You see that one guy that flies through everything and you're like, man, he got done quick. And then you start looking at things. Yeah, but he missed this, he missed this, he missed this.
Yep.
You got to balance the speed with precision, code compliance, teamwork, tool care. We've seen foremen use color-coded rubrics so everyone knows where they stand.
Yep.
Okay? It's not about knocking a kid down. It's about showing them how to build competence across the board, not just hustle through a job. And when you're at these competitions and you see these guys, man, they knock something out real quick and everybody else starts freaking. They're like, wait, he's already done?
Yep.
He's already done? And now they're more focused about their competition than they are about them. And I remember being at a networking event one day, and the guy up front talking says, so who in here has no competition? No, I just raised my hand. And he looked at me and said, of course you would answer that. It's like, but I don't think that I do. I do every job I do based on value. Every other company out there is competing on price.
I am my own competition most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, who are you competing with? Myself. Why? Because I want to get better every time. Every day, I want to get just a little better. I'm competing with me yesterday, my past. That's who I'm trying to compete with.
And it works.
I've been stuck in this situation before. I've had a guy asking me, another superintendent, who should I lay off here? What are your options? Who you got? Well, I got so-and-so. Man, they get in, they knock everything out real quick.
They hump it.
But I usually have to send them back to fix a couple things. Then I've got this other guy. He takes a lot longer. I never have to go back behind him. Are we talking twice as much labor or not? If it's not, I don't care if it's 1 3/4. Give me that slow guy. I don't want to have to send anybody back behind anybody. I came up doing the punch list for a lot of projects I was on. What's the worst part of punch list? You have to go back behind everybody and clean up their little messes. That's what it is.
Yep.
I don't like cleaning up others' messes. I'd rather have that guy that puts it in perfect, that we don't have to come back and jack with it, even if it takes longer. It's fine. I don't have to send nobody back. That saves me so much time, frustration, and money in my future. I'd rather do that. Get rid of that fast guy because he is sloppy with it. So it's something you got to think about. Who are you? Try to put in that quality work all the time. Not saying don't try to get faster at doing that, because that's the goal every day. You're competing with how fast you did it yesterday and the quality. Don't forget the quality part, though.
Yeah, and he's right. You want to do things right. It's not about speed. When we look at videos, we don't just put out videos. It's not just, man, let's just shoot a video about something. Roger, just stand up here and talk about something. Even this, this show, we do research. We want to bring value. If it's all about speed, if it's not about doing it right, you can't judge your apprentices that way. And I get to go to a lot of apprentice competitions. And when you see them just flying through stuff, it's like, man, just slow down and do it right. And I'm like, yeah, but nobody will see this. No, you're going to know it. And people can see.
Most of the people that are looking at those apprentice competitions, guess what?
Know. Yeah.
They see every flaw. Why? Yep. Because they were an installer too. They will notice. I noticed that because I was an installer, so I noticed the small things that most people wouldn't. So, yeah.
All right, specialty. And this is neat because we're talking whole home solar plus battery retrofits. And these are growing fast because with blackouts, high energy costs, tax credit still in play, homeowners want backup power or primary power. I'd rather have solar as my primary, and then we've got electrical backup. This work brings electricians, roofers, HVAC techs, everybody together. And it usually starts with upgrading undersized electrical panels in older houses. The growth rate, 8 to 10% a year through 2030. And I truthfully think it's probably going to be 10 to 20%. Because the more people get to doing this, the lower the price is going to get, and the faster they're going to be able to get the installs, and more people are going to buy into it. And now go beyond the install. Contractors are looking in long-term maintenance contracts. Lock them in. Look at them and say, hey, look, you're going to need this system looked at once a year just to make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to do. This is one of the most promising specialty niches that you can get into. And if you're not looking at stuff like this, you need to be. Guys, one thing that we talk about it all the time. If you're in plumbing, slab leaks, leak detection, whole house water filtration, we use Halo. Man, they come out, train our people. They were freaking amazing. The Halo water systems. If you're an electrician, solar panels, battery backup, all that. If you're an HVAC technician, indoor air quality, UV filtration. There's so many different things that your UV sterilization. There's so many different things that you can do. You can make the most out of what you have. And if you're not the guy specializing it, I love the fact that, man, I can talk about water quality. And I'm actually starting to enjoy my softener. It's not, you know, I've been in hotels that have super soft water and you cannot rinse off. This isn't that silky. It's not that feeling. And I'm like, you know what? I like this.
Good.
So it is really, really neat. But to get in and do stuff like this, guys, it's specialize in something that nobody else in your city is, and you can own it.
That's it. And like specialties, you know, like thinking of different divisions, like it's always the question, well, should I get in residential, commercial, industrial, semiconductor, clean room? I mean, I've done them all. Industrial was one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. I feel like it became my specialty because it was a completely different world. I went into estimating in the office and actually getting jobs. I bid in the industrial group because I had that background. I had that understanding. And I could take the weird oddball napkin projects of install a process line and actually put a bid to it. And they're like, how did you even process? Well, here's what I kind of designed for them in my head. Like, but you talk to the engineers, ask a couple questions, that becomes your specialty. When you become that person, that's what you get known for. I have insulators calling me, hey, are you bidding this job? Oh, wait, what job is that? Hold on. Well, it's a really weird one. So I figured if your company's bidding on it, it's on your desk. I said, no, if we were bidding on it, it would be on my desk. Right. Yes, you were absolutely right. Like, that is a weird one. I would get that. Yeah. No, we're not bidding it then. He's like, nope, I know you're the only person I got to call at the whole company and ask if y'all are bidding this because nobody else would be dealing with it. That was my specialty, though.
Love it.
Become a specialist in your industry. It goes a long way.
And you make more money.
You make a whole lot more money.
Social media spotlight. Today we're spotlighting Replumb. Now this account focuses on whole home repipes and he's gone viral more than once. The formula is simple. Show the ugly galvanized or corroded pipe, show the clean PEX or copper, and then capture the homeowner's reaction. They also break down material choices in plain English, CPVC, copper, PEX, and explain why the right choice depends on the house, depends on their home. It's educational, but also entertaining, which is why their stuff gets a little crazy sometimes. So, Randy, why Replumb?
Just a plumber plumbing. My favorite description, I think, out of most channels that we ever pull up on this, and we've been pulling them up all year. Mm-hmm. Just a plumber plumbing. And it's funny because we talked to a lot of the social media guys that I meet. They started putting it out there just to show people what they did at work, show their families they didn't know. So Replumb over here started back in 2020. 972 videos with 685 million views.
And look at that, 722,000 subs. Crushing
722. Cruising along, man. Guys, it's plumber doing plumbing stuff. Some of the latest atmospheric vents on water heater replacement in 2x speed. It's a plumber doing plumbing. Imagine that, man. It's not far from what the description really says. And a lot of these are changeouts. A lot of the shorts that come across my normal feed without even switching over here, it's that replacement. And I love it because he has fun with it. He likes talking crap about all the old school guys that gripe about all the little things. And if you're in the trades, you know, all them old guys like to gripe about the way you're doing something. Evan over here has a blast with it. Has some good comical additions in there for what you want to gripe about. How to solder copper, one of the first videos ever. I think that's kind of something most plumbers start with. It's that or how to stop a running toilet. Know about that one, don't you?
I'm very familiar with that.
How toilet set, how everything goes, installing this, lots of how-tos. It's how most everybody really starts. Let's go over here to the popular. My most viewed and favorite plumbing shorts. And it's a combination of a lot of those replacement repairs, like I was saying. with that comical insight to make you laugh a little bit. How to fix a low closet flange. Basic simples, we know closet flanges work really well. Everybody has a toilet. We all use them. Lots of people are interested in how you repair, how you fix, things like that. Some really cool videos here. Where most everything for them, though, it's in the shorts. These are some of my favorites, and I think this is one of the main things that got them big and known. Going in here, doing repairs. A lot of the ones was the faucet swap outs and things that I see out on the exterior of the homes from freeze breaks, things like that. Man, that'll pinch your rear pretty quick. Those hurt. I hate cracked toilet seats. I've dealt with a couple of those in life. Have you? But I love it because it's just a plumber doing plumbing things, how things are done everywhere, getting things up and down from higher places. It's going through just showing off what he does on a day-to-day basis. And he actually films most projects that he does. Catches a good angle or something and lets you know what's going on in the world. And that's one of my favorites for a lot of channels out there, and a good way to get get started out on socials. And look here, a short with 94 million views, replacing a main shutoff valve on a copper line. And this, I've seen this one back a couple years ago when it came out and hit, and it was like, oh my gosh, so simple. 94 million views, guys. That's a lot of people that watched him replace that main shutoff. That can be you, just doing your normal standard things. People out there are curious to what we do in the trades. And that's something that social media can be used for, is show off what you actually do. Take pride in your work. And that's something that I like about them is they do. The mother flushers up there, they take pride in their work. They want to show off the quality work they're putting out. And this helps promote their company, helps them get calls, helps that phone ring even more. Get out there and put yourself out on socials, guys, because it really can benefit you a lot. Pretty freaking cool.
Got some neat stuff here.
Some good stuff, yeah. Let's see what we got latest real quick on shorts. Couple replacements, checking out some new tools, copper leaks, everything. It's a variety of everything, and that's what I really do like to see on these. Not just one thing over and over.
Neat stuff. Doing good stuff over there. Okay, best practices. Today I want to tell you a story. This story is about Tom. He's an HVAC contractor. Now, the ordinary world for him was one of just hard work, but very stagnant growth. And then he got a call one day, and it sounded really exciting. A glossy brochure from one of the big best practice groups promising unprecedented profits. He met his new mentor, who seemed to hold the secret knowledge. Yoda. Got all the answers. And crossing the threshold, Tom signed the contract, began going through everything they put him through, implementing their rigid pricing, their scripted sales calls, their exact operational procedures that there is no variance on. He was told to abandon everything that made his company unique, everything that Tom started his company for, to do things the way he wanted to do it, to do things the right way. Now, the big ordeal came up when his lead technician, a 20-year veteran, 20-year plumber, worked for him for 15 years, quit. He said, this isn't the company that I signed up for. He said, now we're just robots. Profits did rise a little bit, but the costs exploded and all the fun went away. Tom had approached the Holy Grail and found it not there. He went looking for the answers to everything and found out, look, these aren't the answers that I need. The treasure, the freedom that they talk about, that's not there. He had to work harder for it. He had to change and do everything their way. He built himself a prison. Now, the biggest roadblock was realizing that he had been following a false prophet. He was literally just after the money. But what he had to do to get it, they had lied to him about. Now, he realized what happened, and it occurred one day that when he discovered residential service professionals. He discovered a company that would actually help him do things his way. They did not demand conformity. They celebrated his unique vision and provided customized tools to enhance his way, not completely change it. Tom found exactly what he was looking for, people that would listen to him and help him build his vision, a business that was both profitable and authentically his own. Now, if that's something that you're looking for, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. They don't want to put you in just a cookie cutter mold. They want to help you build the company that you're trying to build. Look at this. Billy Stevens in the house, the Home Services Shift podcast. Brother, how are you doing? Great. It'll stay till we're good.
Since I'm here.
Okay, since you're already there. Billy, good to see you in here, brother. I talk about getting you in here all the time, and I believe I had a nephew of yours or something come in and say, oh, my God, Uncle Billy was on there. It was
Sure
neat.
did.
Pretty neat. Let me jump into comments here.
Put people to work.
Helping hands,
Heading out
gotta
for the
go.
day.
Helping hands. Have a safe day, brother. Matt says, don't get me started on sweating. Says, I sweat so much that my gloves can slide off. I've been there.
Yeah.
Leather gloves, when you shake your hands like that, they disappear.
Water just drips. Yeah.
Matt says, go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield, plumbing education. Make the trades great again. Thank you for being a voice of success. Matt says, the beautiful mustache of wisdom and Viking leak whisperer says, I got to go be a hero. Have a great weekend. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield plumbing education. Love you. Bye. Brother, be good. Be safe out there. Remember, guys, it's Friday. Keep your crews safe.
Send them home the way they showed up.
Yeah. So they can spend time with their families.
With all their
this weekend.
fingers and toes, if they have them.
Neat way to
when
do
they
it.
showed.
Neat way to do it. Guys, look, we get to do what I do because I started YouTube 7.5 years ago. And now I'm one of the biggest names in plumbing in the trades across social media. We're not just on YouTube. We're on Instagram, X, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. But guys, we're trying to use this to recruit people into the trades. And it all started because we did YouTube. If you think that you would like to grow YouTube and grow it into something amazing, go check out justmetroger.com. I made a free webinar for you to help teach you. Look, you don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment. You don't have to have a lot of followers and a lot of views. You can actually get started and do amazing things. And if you want to learn more about it, go to justmetroger.com and then come back in here and tell me what you think about it.
That's it. And everybody, I'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks. They let us come in, hang out, talk trades for an hour each and every day, Monday through Friday, except for major holidays, because I do like an occasional day off.
Don't we, though?
But at LeakPro, we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And I always suggest checking out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. The complete kit is the business in a box, comes with both pieces of equipment that we build, gives you that probe for that meter to the home service, irrigation lines, anything like that that's just underground. But then it also has that sidekick, has that aluminum rod. So anything that's under concrete, you'll still be able to hear it. That aluminum eliminates the layer of concrete you're listening through. But guys, don't just settle on the equipment. Go ahead and give me a call. Let's discuss the training, because you really do want to come out, get this in-person training. I've got
Learn
a
to use it.
center built here to train you. It's more difficult here than it's going to be out there on a job. Come out here, spend a couple days with me. I'll teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate the leaks under the slab, outside of the slab, even in sewer systems. I've got a cast iron and a plastic system set up so I can teach you how to go to that double clean out outside of the home and figure out exactly where the sewer system's leaking. So if this interests you and you want to add this to your list of services, give me a call at 1-8888-LEAKPRO. I'd love to talk about the equipment or the training with you, or you can book me for a Zoom call at leak.pro. That's our website, leak.pro, and schedule me for a meeting.
Well, number one, what a great website.
It is. Leak.pro. Man, I
Makes
love
it easy. We got to review it last week. Guys, I was out a couple of days this week because I was speaking at an event. And I got to tell you, I love doing that. Getting out, speaking to tradespeople. And I get invited to travel around the country and do that. So it really is, it's a pretty neat deal I get to do. But most of it was all around they want to learn how to use social media to grow their businesses. And to be honest, what happens on social media can grow your business if you do things right. And that's what I get to teach people to do, whether I'm traveling, speaking or not. But I want to say thanks to Randy for taking care of all of y'all Wednesday and Thursday here by himself. I've heard that there was drinking going on and just all kinds of things.
It was a party. I mean,
I know, that's what I heard.
It was very cool, calm, and collected around here.
And that's not what I heard. That's not what I heard.
Matt told on me, didn't
I
he?
know.
I know
He
did.
told on you.
Good.
Guys, look, I just want to tell y'all thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. We get to do what we do because of y'all. The fact that you show up, you visit, you talk to us, you come in, say hello, and see how we're doing. Thank y'all. Remember, this is Friday. Keep your people safe so they get home like they're supposed to see their families. Whatever you do today, do it safe and have fun.
Everybody, happy freaking Friday. I hope y'all have a great weekend ahead, and I plan to see you back in here Monday. We'll see you then. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
See y'all.